Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Angie Goodness. Oh, wait. What's going on with my TikTok monitor? Let's take a look. It'll tell me, say, no, Angie, that na make it. Wagwan to the wagwan. I feel like it's been like a while. And really, I only missed a week, but why it feels like it has been a while since I have done the Big and Serious podcast. But even more big and serious, this is my first time streaming from home on this podcast. Why I feel like we need a sexy horn. Let me give myself a sexy horn there. But I have nobody for giving a sexy horn again, baby. I have to do it myself. It's not even a sexy horn, but it's a horn same way. Yeah, I need that. What my phone I said, I have to put my phone pan, don't trouble me, leave me alone. My name Angie Goodaz. I'm a dep on my podcast. You see? Let me see who's trying to disrupt the flex. All right, the guest is saying, yeah, man, we get the thing there. As Baby Sham would say, we got the thing there. Yeah, them out of luck now. Hey, boy. Yeah, man. I'm hype right now, so don't mind me. Nah, like this is like my second podcast style sinting today. It feels like this whole world is becoming such a major part of the Goodaz world that why when they say that art imitates life, I feel like life decided to imitate art because I started this podcast thing, or I started doing this podcast thing, a few years ago, whatever. And I wonder if it's going to work if I leave it here. Please just work. I'll tell you what's going on in a second. But I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I started this podcast thing, many moons ago. Really, not that many moons ago. It's like 2021 January, and did it for a while with some other people. Big up yourselves. And then left that space. Took a quarter of a year off. I didn't realize so long. 3 months off, and now here I am with the Angie Goodaz, the Big and Serious podcast with Angie Goodaz. But this is my first time doing a podcast from my yard since October. So it feels interesting. It feels weird. For the last how many episodes did I do in Jamaica? Was it 3? 2 or 3 episodes in Jamaica. They were in Jamaica, at my mommy's house. So now I'm at my house, and here we are. Let me, I got to do the stuff. So let me take a moment to big up Wheelie Down Productions for my logos. Watch out, my logo. Them look sexy. Look on them. Them look nice, right? Nice and ready. If you are looking for a logo, you can hit them up at the_producer_ Wheelie Down. Wheelie, I remembered it. Woohoo! On IG, jump in his DMs, tell him the Goodaz sent you. And you hear that music in the background? That's my exclusive beat that was made for me by Wheelie Down. As well, he does beats. So if you're an artist, even like a spoken word person, and you want like a beat behind your thing or whatever, hit him up. He'll hook you up for sure. So this beat is exclusive to me. So you can get exclusive beats. You can get beats that others share. He has a whole bunch of albums that he has produced. So check him out, Wheelie Down. Big up yourself, Giovanni. He was on the show, second episode when we had Trelden Lane. He jumped on at the last part of the show. That was a really interesting show. I will actually, so I need to post clips. Yeah, I need to post some clips about them things that have passed the past episodes of the Big and Serious podcast. What else do I need to tell you? Let me do my homework. Big up my Rode microphone for working for me. Big up Singing P, Selector Madman, and Calendar Man from the Roots Rock Reggae radio show. You can catch the Goodaz on that show. I heard Madman, they actually do a podcast as well called Talk the Tings. That's on Wednesday nights. So I was, jumping in their chat and chatting with them last night, and I heard Select the Madman say overnight on Sunday. And you know, some like it. So me gonna use it. But man, I hope you don't mind if me teeth your things, but me gonna use it, overnight on Sunday. If you're insomniac or if you work overnight, you can tune in CK, oh gosh, CKLM. Oh, I hope I said that. Oh gosh, CKUT. My poor brain. My gosh. CKUT 90.3 FM out of Montreal. The Roots Rock Reggae radio show airs from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. And you can catch Angie Goodas doing information for the nation 2 a.m. It's usually it's supposed to be like 20 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's not. It all depends on the conversation still. But with information for the nation, we bring topics to the massive that want to really talk about. Ladies, I know I've been neglecting the ladies. So the next topic is fibroids. We're gonna talk about fibroids, ting and ting and ting and ting. Things that affect the community. I'm gonna tell you some background of what is going on here. So my setup is a laptop and a monitor. Coming home from Jamaica. It hurts me to say this. It hurts me to say. I laugh. Q-Tip would say, "I laugh to keep from crying." Yeah, it was a laugh. Drop my laptop, I had my laptop in a nice, sexy backpack, And big up Air Canada, the agent said, "Yo, I had an extra bag in my hand," and I was like, "Can I just slip this in my suitcase?" And so my suitcase did very close to the weight allowance. And the people them said, "Yeah." The man said, "Yeah, go on." And me so excited, bend over, have my laptop on one shoulder, bend over to put my things in my suitcase. Laptop went boop. My mom was like, "Gee, your laptop broke?" And I had her laptop and my laptop in the bag. And I checked her laptop. Her laptop was like, I'm good. So I'm thinking, yeah, man, everything's sorted out. Don't worry about it, mommy. Everything blessed. Came home and I've been home for about 2 weeks now, I think. Lord, time is flying. Gotta come in now? Time is flying. Time is flying too quickly. But anyway, took out my laptop finally on Sunday, and my screen is doing a wicked dance that I will put like the podcast stuff. Oh, you stop for a second. It's fickle. It does it and I love you, laptop. Let me just rub it down. I love you, laptop. You're such a nice and beautiful laptop. You're such a good laptop. Yeah, so the screen is jumping. It's like it's got its own dance going on. It's hype. It's balancing all over the place. So normally I have my podcast stuff right at the camera. So when I'm talking, I'm looking right at the camera, but now I gotta look to the right and that not right. But that's how it go. I'm not gonna fight because this is my plight. Anyway, so that's what's going in there. What else can I say to you? On the screen, you can see, follow me. My name is Angie Goodas, and you can find me at Angie Goodas on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. On Instagram, it's actually Angie Goodas with an extra Z, because boy, somebody else have my name, or them did have it before me still, so I look like them did have it for a very long time, but I'm Angie Goodas now. And I didn't want to put Angie Goodas 1 or, Angie Goodas _ Angie Goodas hashtag. I didn't want to do all them something there. So I'm going to just put the extra Z, yeah? Good as it gets. That's me, Angie Goodas. So you can follow me on those platforms. I have a guest today. Oh, before I get into all that, where are my manners? Big up YouTube. Wagwan. So I'm not even look on the chat. Let me fix this because we're not no manners. Big up YouTube, big up Twitch, Wagwan with the Wagwan. TikTok, you done know. Big up yourselves, big up your status. Be sure to share the live. Hi, Chantel Wagwan, Medea Yazid. Share the live, tap up the screen. I'm getting used to the TikTok jargon, right? Share the live, tap up the screen. I really like to beg for gifts something, but if you want, give me a gift, me will take you very graciously and say thank you. What else? What else do I have to talk about? Um, so I do a thing called Respect You, where we talk about music from the past. It's a video, and it's like a short 1 minute video that I do, and I'm just trying to highlight music from the past because, although the artists sometimes are gone and the musicians are sometimes gone, even if they're still here, we don't want them to be forgotten. So, or I don't want them to be forgotten. No, no, no. But and I'm pretty sure you don't want them to be forgotten either, to be honest. But I do a little video called Respect You, where we talk about music from the past and why the people that are fighting upon it still, the platforms, they seem to be muting my stuff. And the amount of work that I put into those videos, it has been very frustrating that the videos get muted. It hurts my feelings, not gonna lie. It really hurts my feelings. Like, okay, let me, you know what? I don't think I can use this screen over here. The screen's a mess. My laptop screen is a mess. Poor laptop. Either I fix the screen or I replace the laptop. I don't know what I want to do yet. But, this is just, yeah. Where's my sad trombone? No, we're not surprised. There it is. I'll play a sad trombone for myself because I'm very sad about the plight of my laptop. Yeah, man, it hurtful. I'm not lie. Where's the volume on this? Let me play that one more time for myself because it's very sad. Yeah, man, it really hurt my feelings enough to know, say, me I work hard for the little video them for the massive, make the massive know what go on, and and the video I get mute. So sick of that now. I really haven't had the motivation to do the videos. And that's really sad because I'm a history buff. Certain history, it has to really grab me. Music is life for me. So I'm actually surprised that I decided to do a podcast that's not surrounded by music, but maybe it's because I know I'm not a DJ. I'm not a DJ. I've always said I would if somebody wants to teach me how to use a Serato and how to mix and do all those things. Would I even have time? Goodness, would you have time to even be a DJ? I would probably just be a in my house DJ. My poor child, because I would be spinning vinyl. I would be spinning some serious vinyl. So, if I was a DJ, if I could DJ, I probably would have fit that into my life in some form. Back in the day, I used to have car sound clashes, or even singing song sound clashes. Big up the people them that I used to par with, former paris. Them big up yourselves. Yeah. So music is life for me. So the ability, I feel like I'm gonna cough. Hold on. We try squash it down. I feel like if I had really pursued, and I mean I've always been interested in music and DJing back when I was in high school and following my cousins around. Big up Black Harmony, big up Stereo Prophet, big up Gemini, Father Gemini, rest in peace. If I had actually taken that interest and been like, could you teach me? I always wanted to do it. I would play around with it, but I never actually said, somebody teach me, please. Maybe if they had, I would probably be a DJ, not gonna lie. I'd probably be spinning tunes, and I would be doing the unique tunes that people don't really hear because that's what appeals to me. I'm not about following the massive. And even though this show is not about music, when we go to a dance, DJs, can you please just listen to what the other people have played and not play the songs over and over again? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. So yeah, I haven't done a respect due since I got muted trying to do I don't even remember it right now. New Music Friday. So on Fridays I would do new music. I'm Canadian. I'm broadcasting to you from Toronto. I tend to stick to Canadian artists when I do New Music Friday. And I haven't been doing it again because the muting hurts my feelings, but not lie. So if somebody has any advice, big up Wheelie Dan, because he did tell me some things, but I think I was just in my feelings when he told me and I just didn't really penetrate what he was saying. But if anybody has any advice on how to run my videos and not have them muted, holla at your girl. Don't send me a DM on TikTok because TikTok makes me nervous. I get overwhelmed with the amount of DMs that I get on TikTok. So send me an email. Yeah. If you're serious, you'll send me an email. Angela@ngoodas.com. Yeah, man. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna type it. Angela at Angoodas. Oops. .com. Yeah. Send me an email. Holla at your girl. Holla. If you know how I'm able to run my videos and not have the drama and the stress of it, because we can't manage it, boss. It's too hurtful. It hurt my feelings real bad. Big up Alvannal. Alvannal shared the live. You know, say I want good girl. Yeah, man, he's a real good girl. Yeah, man. Go and do your thing. You see. Thank you for the likes, TikTok. Big up your status. Loving a bad, Yazid. So today's guest, let me get into that. I ain't got nobody to tell me to do my job on this show because it's my show. My thing's this. All right. So tonight's guest is the one and only Alvannal. I'll introduce her in a bit, but Alvannal will be joining me on the show. If you check my TikTok and my Instagram, you can actually see the commercial that I made for it. So Alvannal will be joining me. Today's topic is boundaries. Good old boundaries. Not gonna lie, I struggled with boundaries. Cause, you know, how would I put it? I always tried to be that liked girl. And it wasn't on purpose. It was just that I'm just a likable person. And I can't help it. It is me. I am likable. And I know I am. So I'm not going to front like I'm not. This is me authentically. Somebody told me today to show up as your authentic self. I had an amazing interview in my daytime job life. That interview was very inspiring. But that person said to show up as your authentic self. So I'm going to say big up or shout out to McKinney Smith. Yeah, it was an honor to talk to you today. So she says, show up as your authentic self. So show up as my authentic self. And I lost my train of thought. I'm authentically losing my train of thought. Yes. So because I know I'm likable, like it is just, you know, you have those people that just are any space that they can navigate through any space. Doesn't matter who's there, they can navigate that space. That's me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. It is what it is. Angie Goodas can navigate any space she walks into. She can talk to anybody. I can walk into a room full of strangers and we'll all be laughing and talking by the end of the night. Asomistia, I get that from my dad because my mother don't really like people like that. She's nice, but she don't like people like that. But my dad was the social butterfly. So I know I get that from him. And maybe because he was my pari during my formative years. So, you know, from 18 to 20. Actually, I'd say maybe from 16, because, you know, we went to a few basement parties, but mostly from the age of 18 when I got my first car up until about 21 when ex-hubby and I decided to be married and, you know, have a home together or whatever. My dad was my partying piece. So, and my friends used to ask are you going out with your dad? Like, is he going to be there? And I'd be like, yeah, he's going to be there. And then we would all go hang out. And my dad was super cool. And my uncles would be there. And cousins would be there. And never really had to buy my own drinks unless I lost a race racing my dad to the club. Big up Club Epiphany. Um, but yeah, my dad was my pari. So watching him navigate being social and watching him just being able to talk to anybody, getting people to eat out the palm of his hands, literally, like just they just loved my dad wherever he went. He was loved. I think I've taken some of that. Not I'm not beating my chest by no means. I'm just saying that this is what it is. So yeah, I can walk into any space and just be good, just be alright. So um I was always the likable girl. I was just always like that. And then I mean, I know how my temper steer, is it? I know how my temper no pretty. And because I know that, I try to err on the side of being happy and nice, play nice in the sandbox because I might make you eat the sandbox otherwise. So, I stay away from certain things. And I was just always likable and in so doing, I think I lacked boundaries. And it wasn't because I needed people to like me. I was just always liked. And the thing is, my parents and my aunts and uncles, my siblings cultivated a space for me where I got all the love that I needed. I need to get love from other people. I didn't need to get validation from anybody. My cheerleading squad at home was top tier. So because of that, I didn't really need, people's likabilities in terms of like getting validation from them and stuff like that. So I really didn't care too much about certain aspects of life. And maybe like if somebody was having a bad day and maybe they spoke to me in a way that would have offended somebody else, I was like, all right, whatever. Go about my business. That could be taken as being a doormat, though. People could take you as being too soft, be too kind, like you're just too easy for them to bend over different ways. I didn't mean it like that. But it's too easy for them to like deal with you a certain way because they know like Angie's not gonna get mad. She's not gonna get mad, whatever. I can talk to her however I want. You see, after me lose my father. Yeah. After I lost my dad. Big up, she's Bree. Welcome to the podcast, mama. You see, after I lost my father, that's when I realized a major portion or chunk of the love and respect that I was getting was gone. Never to be given back, never to be received again. That man is dead. So for me, and like literally he died, he passed away. I love you, Poppy, rest in peace. That just stirred up something within me where now like people talk to me away and I'm like, oh, with it, who y'all talk to? I know me y'all talk to, and I would just defend it hard. So I feel like I've walked into my grumpy old woman stage because I'm like, you can't talk to me certain ways. You cannot talk to me certain ways. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Not do it. Just, as my mom would say, for a peaceful life. For a peaceful life. So yeah, because of that, it actually really made me start looking at the people that was in Angie Gooda's circle and who was I pouring into. And I asked the question today when I was interviewing McKinney. I said, who fills the cup of the person who's filling everybody else's cup? Right? Boundaries. Set your boundaries. Have your boundaries. So 7:29. This girl's gonna tell me how I'm late. I'm gonna want to hear that. So let me introduce her, and then I'm gonna circle back to the chat. Thanks for the shares. Oh my gosh, I stepped away from make a girl feel real nice TikTok. I stepped away from looking at the TikTok stuff, and now the likes is like so many. Thank you. God bless you. I love you guys. Real talks, but not lie. Thank you so much. Got a gift. Who gave me a gift? Reggae Nights. Thank you for the rose. It smells so nice. Yeah. Tonight's guest is Alvannal. So Alvannal works in the healthcare field. I don't know if she wants me to loud up what she does. So I'll let her decide that when I bring her on camera. Alvannal, are you good for me to bring you on? Give me a thumbs up if you are. What? Me get all yo, me get two thumbs. I know one me get, a two. Um, so Alvannal is very near and dear to my heart, but not lie. I'm gonna tell you exactly who she is because I show up authentically in everything I do. So Alvannal is actually my cousin. Um, and when we get together, it's pure madness. Pure madness. But I'm gonna bring her on. She's gonna talk with me about boundaries. I don't know how much of her life she'll let me tell you, but this girl DJs. Alvannal can DJ. So I'm gonna bring her on. She look hype. She look like she's nice and happy. What I say? Happy.
Wagwan, good as.
Medea Alvannal, wagwan, mommy.
Day up on the gully side.
Wait, no, Alvannal. Me learn how to do the sexy hand. It not really sound sexy like them other people hand, but me I go do it same way. What you mean? Hey, when I beg nobody nothing, we have our own things.
You know. I mean, teacher still in us, so you have to.
Yeah, I'm have to big you up same way.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to laugh because I had always wanted to DJ. I mean, I had secretly lust after being a DJ, right? And you come and me not even feel like you didn't even want to do the thing, but your man did the thing. You just learn how to do the thing, and then you run the thing. And
remember,
I'm like,
I said DJing in the family still in us. So
true.
It's just that the female DJ wasn't so loud up, but me extra in us enough loud up too.
I love it. Like I look up to you because I'm like, Alvannal actually, and people, I can tell you that she really can DJ because when I was on the other podcast, we had the girls takeover episode. Remember?
Yes.
That was wicked. Me said the woman have me a dance till me all a sweat. Me no know. Oh, me a sweat so much. This woman a run some tune and she's mixing. My girl can mix. You have some.
Don't worry, you don't know when you're ready. We can set up a thing for your podcast, run some tune, and
I love it. I think I'm just so scarred by this whole muting of the music thing that I'm like, I gotta figure this out because it really hurts my feelings. So that's why I'm gonna stick to my one little Casamigos beat.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yes, I do. And there's a few DJs that I want to interview, so I should get that together because I know they're gonna be like, so what? Me just a chat, me not go play no tune like and I hear that thing, and I'll be like, oh Lord, sorry, hush.
So I go, baby.
Yes, we're like, well, why? So the people that want to hear your nice DJ voice, they'll be like, me another one who chat on the mic, Or sorry, chat on the talkaphone, because the man them don't like to say they're talking on the mic, so then chat on the talkaphone or the Michelle.
Yeah.
So,
right?
Whereas I'm like, my mic sounds nice. Check one.
Check one, check two.
Right? But big up yourself. Thank you for coming on the show.
My pleasure. I got you, girl. I got you.
And do you remember, long before I even walked into the podcast space, what you said to me? Like before I even did the other show.
I said so many things to you.
Yeah, big head girl. Yeah, idiot girl.
I said so many things
give too
to
much
you.
trouble.
I don't keep track.
So you said to me, back then I used to do Motivational Mondays hard. Like or Inspirational Mondays. I think it was Monday Inspiration or something like this. And I was always like, all right, this is the inspiration for the week, or this is the motivation for the week. And I would do that and I would post quotes and I would just say things to uplift the massive. And you were like, you need to do a podcast.
Yes, I remember now. I remember.
Okay.
Always telling you, Angie, I think you need to do a podcast. You really do, because you're a very outspoken person.
Thank you.
and you really know you really know your thing. You really know your thing.
Oh
So
wow, are you saying I'm
yeah,
smart?
you are smart.
Somebody record this.
You are smart and you're well spoken, and that's why I do believe like a lot of people is so gravitated to you because you're so well spoken, right? And and I always say to you like, cause you need to stop joking and do the podcast, like like. And sometimes I'll be like, what you waiting for? You set up the podcast yet? What's going on? So I'm always pushing you because I know that's in your mentality, that I know it's a part of you. And
Wow.
there it goes. They say whatever
I
you put out in the atmosphere,
it's gonna
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
And it's funny because I mean, I really never, like, you would say it to me and I'd be like, huh, yeah, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Alvannal, whatever. Um, whatever you say, and then it got to the point where you're like, I'll do it with you. You
Yeah,
remember?
right,
I'll do it
right.
with you. Like, let's do it
Yeah,
together. Let's create a podcast together. And yeah, Alvannal,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
And then got approached by the other people them, and started doing that and ended up doing that podcast. But even before I did that podcast,
yeah.
I was on Giovanni's phone, like, do you think I can do this? I don't think I can. And he's like, want to, my girl, you can do it. Oh, want to. Yeah, idiot. He's always asking me if I'm an idiot. Like, yeah, idiot.
Without a doubt, I always know you could do it.
Thank you. And you know what the hurtful thing is? I feel like if I did really listen to you, I would be making money.
Of course, long time. You
I would be making
like say,
me a joke, me not lie. Me a joke. Like me really, I should have been able to be like, Alvannal, let's go to France for the weekend. I got you.
Yeah.
Tell your husband said me now go make no man look upon you.
You can't really stop them from looking. They can only look.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, also you're not you would cut your eye after them to the big way. So
you know.
she's like, yeah, look, pan. Yeah, idiot.
Where I go?
Of my man already.
Where you think you go? Oh, every queenie, one man to me goodie.
One man.
Right?
We say we are not, our family is not designed to be gas stations.
I promise I was gonna be on my best behavior tonight, So
You don't even have to do that. Although big up Mama Good as me know say she a watch. Yo, I have to big up my mom because she really makes sure say, oh gosh, sorry TikTok, let me come back. Hi. Oh
big
my.
up, Auntie, big up yourself. Greetings coming from Canada. Love you. Mwah.
Yeah, man, big up the people them.
Well, let me big up all of my auntie, because they have a jealous one day, I mean, I want to forget jealous. Big up yourself. What she call herself? What she call herself?
Yo, she has so many names. This lady has so many. Listen, yo, Auntie June, me need you to behave yourself, Yo, she has, I don't know how many accounts she has on TikTok, right? But one day she messaged me from one of her accounts and poor me no say she, and I'm like, who's this person bothering? And this is when I was on the other podcast. And she's like, she would just ride me on that because that podcast was really, it was a lot of fun. Me not lie, I had a good time on that podcast. But
yeah,
we brought out the I can't swear coming. No, some of my mother watch. They brought out the foolishness. We brought out the foolishness out of the people, and we're going with pure things. We're going with pure things, and this one account would just ride me on TikTok, and I'd be like, who is this? Can you imagine? And then we put up the clean skin, sexy auntie out, trouble me an idea.
Yeah. Maybe she's doing some illegalist thing because I've never seen somebody with so much accounts before.
You know what? Big and serious. You know what I think it is? Auntie, forgive me, but me feel like say I forget your password them, and so you make a new account.
there's a thing. There's a button called reset button. You know, there's a reset button. So I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to do.
Man, I know I need I know, baby. But why? Look, why? Yeah, so like big up, big up, big up, big up Auntie June on the outside. You don't know.
Yes, pick up
She's
yourself.
always showing so much love and support. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big up yourself, Auntie.
yes. And my mom messaged me yesterday about I was looking for the podcast.
Ah,
Well, you're a whole day early. So big up Mama Gooders on the outside. No, say she watch. I love you a
yes.
long time.
Love you
Um,
long time,
she
Auntie.
loves me more than she loves you, by the way. Just
Don't really get that twisted. Don't get it too twisted, cause we ain't even gonna go there, cause
let's leave it
uh,
alone.
yeah, just leave it alone because I know where I stand with my auntie. So yeah, there's a little soft spot right there, you know, that's just with my name printed on it. So I
I'm
won't
gonna
say nothing more.
I'm gonna roll my eyes into the back of my head because
Yeah.
whatever. Whatever. I'll cross my eyes. Whatever.
Ah, yes, sir.
So, um, you DJ.
I do. Yes, I do. I DJ.
You used to do karaoke. We used to do karaoke Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna come back?
I am working on it.
Really?
Yes, I'm working on it.
Come, I have a microphone now, you know. So we can sing a tune with a microphone, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring out the little rock star, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I am definitely working on it because with the TikTok algorithm right now, I think that's where it's gonna be because yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I really love how this app or TikTok brings out like so much out of people. Like
Yes.
people are sharing their stories and people are
Mhm.
healing. I mean, I wouldn't want to heal in front of the whole interwebs,
The
but
whole
people are
world.
doing it. Like they're unpacking all the baggage that they've been carrying, and it's beautiful
Absolutely.
to see.
And I do believe it helps a lot of people to heal because like a lot of people have stories out there that they think that they are the only person with that stories. But when the other person listens to that person's story and then, they'll be like, that's my story, and
Mhm.
then everyone just starts to open up about their story. So everyone just like, so it's really, really a good algorithm play, a really good place to,
To do things and
to do
and
things. Yeah,
step out of your comfort zone. Like here I am. Like
exactly. Exactly.
me me the first time I broadcasted on TikTok, like first time I did a live on TikTok, and I kept saying, okay, I just got to get to the 20-minute mark. I just got to get to the 20-minute mark, and I ended up doing like an hour. And when I finished the hour, like I was like, okay, I should go, right? And the people
Yeah.
that were still chatting to me, and I'm like, no, I should go. But this was me in like at like midnight in my room in Jamaica, like, so now I try to figure this thing out right now. Next thing my mom's like, so you did that on the phone late. And I'm like, no, I was just trying to figure out my life. I was actually live on the internet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the go-to place now. TikTok is the go-to place. Not so much Facebook. Nobody's really on Facebook anymore. People's on Facebook, but not as much as TikTok and so
It's funny because my personal page is on TikTok, is on my
Instagram.
personal page is on Facebook. And I
Mhm.
just kind of circle in there once every 2 weeks or so, drop a story and then leave. Or,
Yeah.
if Angie Goodas is doing something, I'll drop, my alter ego is doing this thing and drop and then run away. But I don't really stay on Facebook, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
No, me too. Just sometimes when I want to be nosy, I just like scroll through. Just keep scrolling, and
They're
then
too
I'm out.
fast. That's fast my people in business. That no make
That's why it's called Fastbook. Now Facebook is
not
Fastbook.
Facebook. And then
Yeah.
the IG, I mean, I'm there. I'm there. Like that's what I have a personal page and a and the Good As page on IG, but I don't really use the personal page.
Mm.
I haven't actually made it private. I was like, shut it down.
Yeah.
So unless you're already following me, you have to
Mhm.
get permission to follow me. And when I really look on the request, so,
Yeah.
so you're not gonna really follow me. Sorry. I was like, go. So, but there's more to see on the actual platforms that I've been investing the energy
Oh
into lately.
yes, yes.
Right.
And when you had just started too, and I was telling you like, look, you gotta fix your TikTok so that way you can broadcast on TikTok, because TikTok is the place where you actually want to be on, because the world is on TikTok.
Yeah.
And once you go live, and if your account is not private, once you go live, everybody will be watching you.
Yes.
Whoever wants to watch you. Who don't want to watch you, don't,
It
but the
keeps growing.
world will be watching you.
Yes.
So, and that's where you get a lot of views and stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's funny because I think for me TikTok was the scariest one. Like I've been on Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing the other show, like that was our main platform until we ventured into uh did we even really we ventured into Facebook, sorry. Yeah. So we
Okay.
started let me say they started to go live on Facebook, but TikTok was like that elusive dream, like I'm gonna get to TikTok, I'm gonna get to TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to me. I'm gonna want the people to feel like said I just didn't try to get that show on TikTok, because I really tried and couldn't do it. But for some reason, it was just organic with the Big and Serious podcast. Like literally, second show in, Angie's live
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok. Like it was crazy to me how, you know, how maybe you're doing something that you're really not supposed to be doing, or maybe your time there has expired,
Yeah.
and things start to be a struggle, like things that were so easy now are becoming difficult to do.
Yes.
I think that's the cue that it's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unless it's a marriage, I mean, work out your shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't hit
I,
nobody, don't hit each other, don't verbally don't abuse each other, but work out your shit,
that's true. I agree.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very surprising to me how easy it was to get to TikTok on this podcast.
It
So,
is very easy.
and I remember you telling me like, oh, I've been here for I've been here
Yeah.
for so long.
And I was like, let me help you grow your page.
Yeah.
Let me help you grow your page. Come on. Like, what are you doing at 200 people? Like, come on, you need people.
Which reminds me, people just go ahead and follow, please. Follow
Yeah.
me. Follow me.
Like and follow people. Like and follow.
Like and follow, share the live.
Yeah. Like,
Tap 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 up the screen. What I heard a TikToker say, it's free. It's free to tap up the
Exactly.
screen.
The top.
Yeah, I'm not even a beg for your gift, but you know, tap up the
Yeah,
screen. I
yeah.
would appreciate love it. You know, I really appreciate love
The
it.
gift will come afterwards. You just want to make sure, because the whole purpose of the tapping, is because when you tap a lot, it widens the view of the people. It sends you on a fan page. That's
Oh,
the Yes,
really?
that's the purpose of the tapping. It sends you on a fan page, and it gets more people to your live.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Wow,
It gets
on the
more people
top
to
of
your
the
life.
screen, man. Top of
Yeah.
every day. Tap of the. It's Angie Goodness. Tap the screen. Please tap the screen. I had no idea, and I'm still like, I'm still in the baby stages of understanding and really knowing what this monster called TikTok is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still learning it. So wow, there is a purpose for the tapping of the screen.
For
'Cause
the
I'd be like sitting there like, why are you asking me to tap your screen?
Yeah.
Why am I tapping? Okay, I already liked your live. Like, why are you asking me to like it more, right? Not knowing that there's a method to the madness. So now
Yeah.
I'm gonna do tap my screen and I'll
Tap,
come on your live and tap yours too.
tap the screen, get more people to your live.
Yeah. And you know, as the brand grows, I feel like the Angie Goodness brand is starting to take on a whole life of its own. And I was saying earlier before you came on that you know how they say like movies imitate life, so art imitates life.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's been life imitating art, because I started in the podcast space, and at first I was just sitting there as the girl. I can't dance to some music, but I'm the girl, right? And then as I started talking more, and as I started interviewing people, and even venturing into interviewing people was like a fluke. Like it wasn't even supposed to be a thing, and it just happened. And I just rolled with it because I was like, I can do this. All right.
Yeah.
I kept going. And now, like in having one and two little idiot conversations, I wouldn't say idiot conversations because they did manifest into stuff, but in having one and two conversations with people, it started to be like, Angela, can you interview this person for us?
Yeah.
And now, like last week alone, I interviewed 3 people. This week, it was the next 3 people. So at my day job, so I'm like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
And what I love about the day job, like, not that there's not interesting people, I just haven't invested the energy and the time into really pulling those guests yet, right?
Yes.
But I've been interviewing some really interesting people at work that it's like, wow, this is cool. And it's podcast style. They're like, here's a list of questions, you ask them the questions, and I always tell them, like, I'd rather have a conversation than an interview. So
Right.
I would ask the questions, but I would do it in a way where it's like a conversation.
Right.
And like, it's been insane. Like the success over there, and that has been insane. So I'm gonna put it out there to God and the universe that, maybe there's a role for me with my employer where I just spend my time interviewing people. That would make me very happy.
And don't be surprised if it doesn't happen, because they know the type of person that you are,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reggae Night says it's only the ground that they mute you. No, if you go through my posts on TikTok, my last New Music Friday was muted. It burned me, you see? It burned me. Me nah lie.
That's one of the reasons why I stopped doing karaoke on Facebook. Is because they tend to like to mute your stuff, and they tend to like to cut you off too. If you're singing a song that is not yours, they cut you off. They end the live.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Thank you for the diamond. I don't know who gave it to me. I can't see it, but oh my goodness, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy because it's hurt. Like it hurts. It hurts my feelings. Like
it can be, and can be very frustrating too, because you're putting all the work and you're posting these videos, but yet you're muting them. But then again, too, it's copyright, so they're trying to protect.
Of course, and I can understand that they're trying to protect the artist and the people that put in the. Me don't want to make a money off of them. Me not lie. Me just try to make the massive them know wagwan with the wagwan. So if there's some type of way for me to be able to do that, me don't need them money. Me don't need it because I them stay up late at night in the studio and I sleep in a couch for make tune, and me not do them thing there. Me not doing it. So me don't want them money. Them can't keep them money. We just try to load up the thing for them, right?
Exactly.
And I do put a lot of work into those videos. Like it's a lot of work to go, especially on I think that the New Music Fridays are very easy to do for me. They're like, I can do that really quick. You see them respect dues?
Yeah.
Because my brain works in such a way where I'm like, oh, I need to get the picture of the person.
Yeah.
I need to get the picture of the studio that they recorded in. Right? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
God.
So, karaoke Fridays, it's working on coming back to the world.
It's working and coming back. Yes. It's in the works.
It's in the works.
It's in the works. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your day job, or you want to leave that private? I mean, I leave my day job private, so I fully respect if you want to leave that private too.
Yeah, kind of.
Let's leave it private. So
yeah, I work in the healthcare field. That's all.
Yeah, she works in the healthcare field. She makes her money legally. Legal.
We don't do bandula thing around
here. We can't do it bandula around here. Me can't manage a jail life. It not gonna work for me. So me know say me have to do my thing legal.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So Alvannal. So I'm Alvannal. Nice to meet you all. Uh, the queen. They call me the queen of the pack. Even at work, they call me the queen.
Shuffle the deck, me
So
the
yeah, the
cleaning at the
queen,
pack.
the queen of the pack.
All
So
right.
so yeah, I work in the health field. I also DJ. I also I also design mugs and t-shirts and
Me
yeah. So
need to talk to you.
I have so my hands are pretty blessed. My
you see
hands
the,
are pretty blessed. So
you see this?
yes,
I want a sexy mug, but I want a big mug come a craving.
we all know say you're craving long time. So
Me I go talk it before you talk it, because if you say it, me I go be offended. So me I make the people that know some craving bad.
yes, and I also do candles. I do candles, and I also I started something new, and this one I'm making like coaster, but
Oh,
I use like epoxy and resin to do that. So
really?
yes. So that's something I started doing. Things are looking really good. So yeah, it's in the makes, but I don't really want to say nothing much because certain things you have to keep it in private, and then
Yeah.
once it's
It'll
take
make it'll make itself loud.
yeah, it will make
I
itself.
get it.
So
So so where my coaster them there? So where my coaster them there?
when you come check me, you get your coaster. When me come check you, I bring you your coaster.
All right. Me I go hold you
Yes.
to me need me coaster them, cause my furniture deserve to be protected too.
So yes, I have very blessed hands. So
I've always admired that about you. You're so creative. Like you're just like, someone want makes on t-shirt, and then all of a sudden you're like making t-shirts. I'm like, how is this? And
yeah.
not like finding somebody else's stuff and doing it. You're designing your own stuff, and
Mhm.
then you're making your t-shirts and your mugs. And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is this is Big Up Reggae Nights.
That's one of my design. Yeah.
So see, my mug personalized Anja
Um,
Goodaz.
Angie
Yeah,
Goodall. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
I
And the
that.
shirt and the shirt you're wearing too.
Oh yeah. Can I tell you how this is one of my favorite shirts? This shirt gets worn every week. Nah lie.
Wow.
This shirt gets worn
I gotta
every
get you a new one.
yes, please. Every single week this shirt. I forgot you made this
Yes, I
shirt.
made that shirt. That shirt was I think when I made you that shirt was when I just started to do things. And so I think that was like one of my second prints like that. So,
Wow.
my thing now up there
It's
now.
up there.
So
So it's
yeah,
higher than.
yeah, it's higher now. So, those were like my start off, because when you start off things, you know,
Yeah. I mean, I
look
look at
certain ways and then,
and then you start to improve. Like I look at some of my
yes.
early videos that I've created, and I'm like, that looks so primitive.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I really released that. But you need that learning curve, right? You need it to be able
Yes.
to grow and learn and figure stuff out. But I love you for this shirt. This shirt is actually, people that won't know, so I'll just tell them. This shirt is actually you made me this shirt when my father passed away.
Yeah.
And the shirt says, if you act like you're drunk, you'll know exactly how they feel about you. Because my father used to say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And with him, I can talk to things now that he's gone.
Yeah.
He can't look at me like Angie. So very often, so people used to say my dad was a heavy drinker. And I mean, he could hold his liquor, like dad could hold his liquor. But what people don't know, so I'm gonna loud it up now, is very often you'd see him with some type of alcohol bottle, and it
Mhm.
would be, especially the tinted ones, the dark bottles, it would be full with water.
Yeah.
He would be drinking water, but people think he's drinking alcohol. And then they
Alcohol.
would start talking things about him and whatever, and he'd be like, oh, so that's how you feel about me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he used to say that all the time. If you act like you're drunk, you'll know exactly how they feel about you.
How they feel about
What? It's
you.
like we summoned her. Rhoda Thomas, Auntie June Wagon.
Big up yourself, Auntie June. Big up yourself.
Yes. So she
Big up your status.
she's tuned in from YouTube. She says, "How come I didn't get an invite?" Oh no, sorry. She says, "How come I didn't get a shirt?" That's
Oh,
between you and your niece, and all. That has nothing to do with me. Let
don't
me look
worry. Don't
away.
don't worry yourself. I will get you one.
She'll make you a sexier one. This is a primitive shirt, according to
Yeah.
her. This shirt is primitive. She'll go, wait, the dog come back and start growling. This dog, him just come and he stares at the patio door and he starts growling. Like, brethren. So if you hear a deep growl, I'm a dog. I did
Alex,
not stop. He's just growling at, I think he's growling at his reflection in the glass.
maybe, or maybe you see somebody out there.
Well, good luck. Husband, now get up right here, so. So, feels, do you hear him? I feel sorry for your brother. Coming now, move from here, so we still have our next hour. We still have our next hour, so
Oh my
hush,
God.
babes. Auntie's laughing. Yeah, so my shirt is primitive. Y'all go get a more up the shirt, and when we come check you, I go take it away. Oh, she says hers has to be about her lost children.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. That's gonna be real nice. Nobody cry when you get it, you know, cause you're a woman love cry.
You
Nobody
know,
cry when you
you
get
know
it.
she's gonna cry.
No, you can't cry. You have to laugh and give thanks
Yes.
and keep moving forward. Yeah. Um. Chantel says, "Do you hear this guy
Yes.
is so rude? Like coming on a podcast, come make up in nice." Chantel says, "Hi, Alvannal."
Hi, Chantel.
So people like the live, share the live, follow, definitely follow.
Let
So
Queens in the building. Hey.
and and you says Mr. Ford. Yeah. My dog's last name is Ford.
Yeah.
Anyway, today's topic. Shall we get into that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So today's topic is about boundaries and setting boundaries and sticking to the boundaries. So I'm gonna lead with, have you ever, okay, tell us about a situation that you can tell us about where you didn't have boundaries with a person, but then you set those boundaries. What was that like? This boy.
Alex is saying, shut the heck up.
Shut up. Like, oh my gosh. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Well, for me, I set boundaries with everybody. I let people know who I am and like where I stand with certain things. So I set boundaries with everyone.
Mm.
But in a situation, still like a lot of people, if you don't know what setting boundary is, it is actually what you will and won't accept in life.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the main meaning of setting boundaries, right? So you can set boundaries in your workplace, your relationship, with your family is like, and it's very, very important, because if you don't set boundaries, people will walk all over you.
Yes.
And you don't, Alex, shut up.
Alex, go. Like he's not even looking at me. He's like staring, just growling. Anyway, we'll just have to work with it. He's in the audience.
Yeah, he's saying
he's setting boundaries with his reflection in the glass.
Yeah. So you have to actually let people know where you stand on certain things, because if you don't, they'll take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
And feel like they can walk all over you and tell you this, tell you that, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, there's like a lot of situation that happen where especially in a certain work environment. Okay, especially as a black person, I like to stand my ground and let people say, don't, not because you think I'm black, you don't think I have a mouth. I have a mouth, and I can tell you, you know, I can tell you what is right from what is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm
Mm-hmm.
black, you feel like I don't have a voice. I have a voice just like you.
Yes. Or I have a right to be here just like you.
Exactly. And I have a right to be here, just like how you are, just for the same reason you're here is the same reason I'm here.
Yes.
So especially for me, in any place where I go to work, I always like to set my boundaries, because if you do not set your boundaries, and you have to have your guard up, because if you
Mm-hmm.
do not have your guard up, I'm telling you, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, especially in your work.
Yes.
That would
Yes.
be it, because for example, there's a situation that happened at a place where I used to work, where a receptionist thinks that, oh, I'm the receptionist, so you have to do what I tell you to do, or whatever, whatever. No,
Oh.
darling, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't
Uh-uh.
work like that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like,
Yeah, it does not work like that. And you're dealing with, because I have a mouth on me, and a lot of people always say you're nice, but you're very feisty. and
mm,
and it's because, especially, you're in a new country, you have to be feisty, because if you're not feisty, people will just have you at your lowest.
yeah.
And for me, I have high self-esteem, and I love myself, and nobody's gonna let me hate myself.
Yes. I
No one
love
will
that.
ever let me hate myself.
But make you a sexy aunt for that one day, card. That sound real nice. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I remember when I used to work at a call center.
Mm-hmm.
And um when I was there, and I used to take, like, I used to work as a customer service representative, and I'm dealing with Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm working in Canada, I'm working for an American company.
Mm-hmm.
So when you take those calls and you assist uh, the customer, if the customer doesn't like you, they give you a bad survey. If they like you, they give you a good survey.
Mm.
Okay, you can try to be as nice as possible. Not everyone's gonna like you.
Right.
Okay.
Very true.
Yes. And I remember when I was always on top in the customer service field. Like, my scores come back. I am always like in the 90s with my scores.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one time where my score got dropped because I got one bad survey. One bad survey can take you from in the 90s down to the 50s.
What?
Yes.
Depending on what they say?
It don't even, yes. So it's all based on scores, like from, like, say, 1 to 10, where 10 is your best, and some
Right.
people can give you like a 1 or whatever. Okay, so it's like a number of different questions that they're asked, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I got one bad score, and my manager looked at me and said, actually, before that, when you're getting all the good scores, they don't acknowledge that, oh, your scores are good and blah blah this, congratulations. They don't acknowledge you when you're getting all those good scores.
Mm-hmm.
But the one time you get that one bad score,
They're all over you.
they're all over you. Oh, you need to get your scores up, and your score needs to stay on top every single month. Your score needs to stay on top, and if you can't keep your scores up, I'm gonna have to fire you. And
Oh,
I look at the guy, and I said, you can't fire me because you never hire me.
yeah.
Exactly what I said to him. I said, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot hire me because you never hire me. Because the same person that hire you is the same person that hire me.
Yep.
And I got pulled in by the higher head boss. I got pulled in by the higher head boss that day. And he said to me, like, you were being rude to your team manager. And I said to him, like, look, every single month my score is on top. You can look every
Mm-hmm.
month. My score is on top, and this one time my score is below, and he's on my ass. Like, what are you on me for? Like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna threaten me with fire, and so I had to set boundaries right there. Like, not because
Yes.
you feel like, say, you know, you feel
Mm-hmm.
like you can take advantage of me, and I stand up. I stand up for myself that day and be like, nah, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I see how you guys work around here.
Yeah. And you're like, it's not happening for me.
Exactly. It's not happening for me. Because if you can't acknowledge my good and you only see my bad, what's the
There's,
purpose?
yeah, there's a problem.
There is
I,
a big
I, I
problem.
love how you actually were like, nah, you can't fire me, Bridget.
I
You're talking pure
That's one
Gaza.
thing with me. I do not take nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't take nonsense. A lot of people look at me and say, "Oh, you're nice, you're quiet," and but cross the line with me, and I'm telling you, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Mm-hmm.
incident happened at at another one of my job
Mm-hmm.
where if you make a simple mistake, the receptionist would like run and go tell the boss, "Oh, this person made this mistake and blah blah this and whatever, whatever, whatever." You see, for
Mm-hmm.
me, I don't quickly bring people to my boss, because we're I always say to them, like, we're all adults, and I'm the
Mm-hmm.
youngest one that works here. So I don't see the sense why I have to be talking to like big grown adult people all the time. And you know, if they do something wrong, I always say, "Look, this is so unprofessional, like, and you need to fix this."
Mm.
You know, like, you need to fix this because we're dealing with it's a business place. Like, you can't be doing this, you
Yeah, like
know.
the people them get
And
vexed.
if I have to say it like twice, then that's when I'll go to my boss and say, "Look, I already said this to this person, and they're not, you know."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there
Mm-hmm.
was another incident where she brought my name to the boss, and I forget what the entire thing was about because it was so long. But the moral of the story is that she took my name to the boss. Boss bring me in, whatever. I squashed it out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Left for the weekend. Came back to work the Monday, and I happened to get to work a little too early. So I sat in the parking lot and I said, "You know what? I'm going to wait until my time to
To
go
go
in."
in.
And it happened that, she pulled up, and then, uh, she said good morning to me, because I have my windows rolled down, whatever. She said good morning to me, and I said good morning. But I said it underneath my breath, right? So, yeah, but every single morning, because I still have her up
From before.
from before.
Yeah.
So every single morning we have meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got in and I, start setting up everything just to get ready for, the work day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, get ready for the meeting. So by the time I get into the meeting now, my boss looked at me and he said, "So you have a problem with so and so." And I
Oh,
said, "What are you talking about? It's just morning.
yeah.
It's just the beginning of the morning. Like, I don't know what you're talking about." And he's like, "Well, so and so said hi to you and you said nothing."
Oh,
And
wow.
I said, "Seriously?" I said, "Seriously?" And he's like, "Yeah, she said good morning to you and you didn't answer, whatever, whatever." And when he said that, this was me. I stand up straight because I don't remember if I was leaning or whatever. And I stood up straight and I said, "You see, as of today, we are not friends. If it has nothing to do with work, don't talk to me.
Not chat to me.
Don't talk to me. If it has a lot to do with work, that's the only way I'm gonna have a conversation with you. Otherwise, from that, we're not friends. So if I see you out on the street, I don't know you."
Yeah.
And this was my boss. He was just like backing up, backing up, backing up, because he never seen me like that before. She's never seen me like that before. And I look at her sitting in the chair. She was like red, blood red.
Mm,
And my boss looked at her and said, "Are you okay with that?" And I said, "She got no choice."
yeah,
I said, "She got no choice."
I love that.
And so that was my boundary there. She crossed the line with me. She
Mm-hmm.
crossed the line. So I had to set my boundary to say, look, we're not friends here.
Mm-hmm.
You only talk to me because of work. And I had to set that boundary with her.
Yeah.
If I didn't set that boundary, she
Oh,
had
she
she
would have.
would feel like, yeah, she'd feel like, oh, she got the right to, to walk all over me and whatever, whatever. You see, ever since that, she tries to be so nice to me and whatever. And I'm gonna say, you go on no devil. I say, you go on no Satan, because nah, nah, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, straighten her up,
Yeah, I
bud.
had
In
to.
front, but you know what really last makes me laugh. Olga F says, we don't take foolishness.
No,
Not at all. It's not in the
no.
DNA. Um, um, what I love about that story is Urias are up in front of everybody. I'm like, I know I
Exactly.
say, yo,
And
my
I had
girl.
to. I had to. And that's
Yes,
the thing, you see, anytime my madcap come on, I can be the nicest person, but
yes.
anytime my madcap comes on, that's it. I'm done being nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been nice all my life. And when you cross the line, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So what point in life did you stop being nice? Because I know for me, it happened when I lost my father. So at what point in life were you like, yeah, this ain't it. Like I'm not taking your foolishness.
It happens when because I realized that coming to Canada was like the biggest change for me.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that I had to leave all my families back home and have to come to a place where I know no one,
And it
and
cool.
exactly,
It
and the cool
cool.
all the time. And as a black person, and you're working in like other you're working in certain industries, you have to put that guard up to know to say that, hey, I'm black and nobody's gonna take advantage of me.
I'm gonna tell you something really sad. You say certain industries, honey. I'm gonna tell you it's all industries because
That's
I
true.
have been having these conversations centered about around racism and being black and moving into higher ranks and doing all these things. And I'm the things that I'm hearing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So this is just a continuation. It's just gonna, as long as I got this skin,
Yeah.
is gonna happen. And
It's
I
gonna.
feel like for me, and you have locks too, right? I
Yes.
feel like I feel like the locks have just given me like an extra oomph. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm out here, I'm black and I got locks.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's
Tell me what to do with my hair so I can tell you about yourself, you know.
exactly. It, and it's so true. It's all industry. It's all
It's
industry.
all
But
industries. It's the system. Systematic racism has been intrinsically designed in this country and countries that are not predominantly black in order to keep black people down. And
it is
even in the countries where they're predominantly black, they are putting in these systems in place in order for us to not be able
exactly.
to progress. So,
So I have two examples for you with that.
mm,
So um 2 weeks ago I went to the mall,
mhm,
and I wanted to get my eyebrows threaded.
mhm,
And my sister and my brother were standing at the place, and there's like one person sitting in the chair,
mhm,
right? And we stood there at the entrance there for like a minute, and the
mhm.
lady just turned around and just turn back and start working on the patient, or the customer she was there, and she didn't even acknowledge that we were
What?
standing there. She did not acknowledge that we were standing there. And I looked at my brother and my sister and I said, this place does not deserve my money. And
Yep.
I just walked away, and I walked to the next one. And as I got to the entrance door, they're like, how can we help you?
Love
How
it.
can we help you? Because they approach me with a how can I help you attitude,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
So right there, that those are the things that says, you know what? I will never put my guard down for no one.
Yep.
I always have to set a boundary to, like, I don't take crap. Sorry, auntie, I don't take shit from nobody, no
And you said
one.
this are your favorite? All right.
Yeah.
That's
Give you
funny.
another example.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, I went to the mall again to pick
Mm-hmm.
up something that I ordered, and it came to the store. So I saw another store, a shoe store, and I stopped in for a moment. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, they got sale. Let me go look what they got. So I walked in, and the guy came, no acknowledgement.
Hmm.
Then a white person walked in,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "How can I help you?" I'm like,
Oh.
"Oh, you see her, but you didn't see me." And I just like, you know what? I'll keep walking.
Yeah.
Let me exit the store and let me keep going.
Yep.
Because I entered the store before that lady. You did not acknowledge me, but yet
You're
you
gonna acknowledge
acknowledge.
her. And it's so sad because I don't know if I don't know what it is. Like I don't know if they feel like we don't have money or what. But also when me ready to spend money, miss spend our money, like a good amount. And you see if I get
Yeah.
the service that I deserve,
Mm-hmm.
I am a loyal customer. I am
Yeah.
so loyal to you, right? But I love how you set the boundaries with your money.
Yeah. You have to.
You're not
You
getting
have
my
to.
money.
You ain't getting my money. This is where
Yeah.
my boundaries. My money is for nice people. My money is for
I
nice people. Like
love it.
another example. Another
Love it.
example. I went to the gas station last week, and
Hmm.
I had some lottery tickets that I said I was gonna replay.
Hmm.
So I went in to say, okay, I'm not gonna, since I have these lottery tickets, I'm just gonna go inside and pay for the gas and replay these tickets.
Right.
So I walked in, and everybody know me. My smile alone gets people. My
Hmm.
smile alone gets people because my energy
It's
is what
top
gets
tier.
people.
Yep.
Top tier for my energy.
Yes.
My
Yes.
patient, when they come in for their treatments, they always, like, if I'm not there, they go crazy
They miss you.
because the energy girl is not here.
Hmm.
So back
Hmm.
to that story. I went in and I said good afternoon I said good evening to the young man. I didn't hear nothing from him, and I was like, you know what, give me the guess. Give me the guess. Give me. I need $20 guess, and I tapped my card and I walked out. And I walked out and I pumped my gas and I got in the car. And my sister looked at me and said, "Why did you come back in the car with the tickets? Like, you didn't replay the tickets?" And I said, "No, because that guy energy, I didn't like his energy.
Yep.
So he ain't touching my tickets.
Yep.
He ain't touching my tickets. I need energy.
Yes.
If you show me the energy, then
Yes.
I'll let you print my tickets. But if your energy is too low for me,
Yep. Can't manage it.
no, 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 no,
Yep.
no." And instantly my energy picks up on his
Elevated.
energy, and I'm like,
Hmm.
no, I don't even. And because I really wanted the gas too, that's why I
You got
even put
it.
the gas
Well, yeah,
there.
because we can't be pushing cars. I mean, that's not a thing.
No,
We ain't doing that,
no.
right? So you got what
So,
you need, and you just said, and
and
I
I
bet
just
you, and knowing you, you're probably I'll put like a small amount of gas just to get you to the next place so
Oh
that you
yeah,
feel.
and that's exactly what
Oh,
I did.
yeah,
I really wanted the gas because it's so cold. You can't really have your gas below
levels.
certain
Yeah,
level. You get up in the morning, car can't start.
can't st-
So yeah.
Life's
And
hard.
then I went to Walmart. And when I went to Walmart, I said to the lady, because Walmart have the kiosks, lottery kiosks.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I said to the lady, and I said, "You know what? I just went over to the gas station just now, and I have my ticket for the guys to print it, and I didn't like his energy. And I'm here right now because I like your energy. She was like, oh my God, you really melt my heart.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm like, I'm so happy I make you, I make you happy. And I'm like, yeah, because I like energy. I
Yeah.
don't like when your energy is just like, no, 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 no. And the thing about energy, you have to learn to block your energies from people's energy.
Listen, I my last week in Jamaica um started recalling my energy back to me every day, right? And literally saying my full government name, recalling my energy back from people, places, and things that don't serve me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny, and people are probably gonna think I'm weird, but none of my business, I'm in early business. Um every single time I would do that, I would get this weird body shiver thing,
Yeah.
right? And then once I got that body shiver, I'd actually hug myself and be like, I love you, welcome home,
Yeah.
right? Can I tell you how energy levels, like just in terms of functioning, getting up out of bed early, going to the gym, all of the, have been like through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, wow, I would
Yeah.
feel so depleted. Like I would sleep for hours. Ask my mom, me love I sleep. Sleep, me and sleep is best friends. And I would sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and wake up and still be tired. But after I started doing that,
Yeah.
man, I wake up every morning refreshed. And it doesn't matter how much sleep I've gotten, I'm
Yes.
refreshed.
You're
Right?
refreshed.
Yeah. Like this morning I woke up with a headache, but after I drank some water, I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So energy is a serious, like we don't
It
we don't
is.
think about it, but it's a serious thing.
It's serious. It's very, very serious because you can actually drawn onto somebody's energy. Because
Mm-hmm.
if that person have a low energy and you join on to that person's energy, makes
Mm-hmm.
your energy low also.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know,
and that's why you have to learn to
block the energies.
block the energy.
Growing up with your auntie, growing up with your auntie, I used to not really want to bring friends around her because she'd be like, the spirit will take them. And I
Yeah.
would just be like, oh, you're just being miserable. I love you, mommy. I really do. Um, but I would just be like, oh, you're just being miserable. Like, why are you being like this? Why are you being like, and say she has been right every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So when we talk about energy, in the Jamaican culture, they'd be like the spirit. Don't
Yeah.
right, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the same
Bring
thing.
will take you. Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing,
It's
right?
the same. It
Yeah.
is. It
I
is.
would have saved myself a lot of headaches if I just listened to my mom when
Mm-hmm.
she told me the spirit to take
Yeah.
that girl then. Don't tell
Mm-hmm.
me like, or that
Yeah.
boy
And
then. Mm-hmm.
and this is how the energy comes in with boundaries. If you
Yeah.
realize the energy meshes with boundaries,
Yes.
because if you know how to block a person's energy, you will know where your boundaries is with that person.
Yes.
You will not go to
Yes.
certain extent with that person. You know your boundaries, because you know if you can't take a person, like you you're not gonna do certain things with that person, and you're
Yes.
not gonna really say certain things to that person, you
Yes.
know. And if that person actually says something to you that is rude, you're gonna put
You're gonna
that
acknowledge
person
it.
in a place,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know.
There's no
So
letting things slide. Like
no,
that's not a thing. It's not that
no.
ain't it. That ain't it.
And also in a relationship too, boundaries are very important in relationship.
Huge.
Very, very
Huge.
important, because if you set a boundary in your relationship, and if you set the boundary and your spouse does not like that boundary, it doesn't mean that it is wrong for you to set that boundary.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that it is wrong. Not because he doesn't like it doesn't mean that it is wrong,
Yeah.
right?
He probably
Because
just needs time to get used to that boundary because it's
even
a new
even
thing, right?
even if it's not time, even if it's time, wouldn't even say time, right? um the thing is that too, when you set the boundary and if he doesn't like the boundary, right, and he is fussing and fighting over the boundaries that you set, that means you're not in a healthy relationship. Your
Yeah.
relationship is not healthy.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
healthy, because if you set a boundary and you're gonna argue with me over the boundary that I set, you know and when you're setting a boundary inside, especially in your relationship, when you're setting a boundary in your relationship, and let's say for example, um you know your spouse did something that you didn't like,
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna nip it in the butt right away? Are you gonna wait and wait and wait and wait and wait? He's just gonna continue to do it.
And
You're
get
gonna
worse
set
with
the
it too.
boundary right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you let that thing ride and they're gonna do it more, and they're gonna do it more
exactly.
confidently and more cocky, and then it's gonna be at a point where they're like, they expect you to accept that behavior, and you're just like,
Exactly. So
really?
you have to set the boundary right away.
Yep.
So that's why it's very important in a relationship for boundaries to be set.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if them like it or not.
Yep.
It have to
Very
set.
true. And I think that's in any relationship, whether it's
Any
with your
relationship.
spouse, parents, siblings,
Yeah.
children, work people, friends, acquaintances. It doesn't matter. Like, you
Doesn't
have to
matter.
set those boundaries. Like, I know in my entrepreneurial life, um, I've set the boundaries, and there some of them are new boundaries. So then, some of the people that I work with don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'll let you go, and then I'll continue on. I'll be fine, right? So it's important to set those boundaries and to maintain, like, you got to
Maintain
respect
them.
your own boundaries,
Yes. Very.
right? You have to, because you could be in a relationship, a spouse, or your partner or whatever, and you set the boundary, and maybe they sweet talk you out of the boundary,
Mm-hmm.
and now you've disrespected yourself.
Exactly.
Right? And that's a whole other, you know what, let me write that down.
Yeah.
Disrespecting yourself, that needs to be a topic. People, if you have topics that you want me to hit on these podcasts, send me an email. Please don't send me a message on TikTok. TikTok is very daunting. I can't manage it. Send me an email, angela@angiegoodas.com, or write a comment. I don't know, but don't send me. Don't jump in my DMs on TikTok. I can't manage it.
Million people in the DM.
Oh my gosh, it is so. I can't manage. I can't manage it. It's so. I'm not used to it. Disrespecting yourself.
Yes.
Don't let anybody talk you out of your boundaries.
No. No.
Don't do it.
Not at all.
It's not cool. You'd be so mad at yourself. I've done it in the past, and I'd be so mad at myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be so mad at myself. But now, like, this Angie is so very vocal in all aspects of life. Like, no, we're not doing that. Even at work, I'll be like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need you. No, not doing it. It's not a thing. Go find somebody else. We're not doing it.
Yeah. You have to set boundaries. Very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
And you don't even have to be rude about it when they try to cross your boundaries. You can respectfully put someone in their place, right? You can do that very respectfully. And I think that when you do it respectfully, that just elevates your
and
your royalty, like top tier, like,
Yeah. And if you don't do it respectfully, you'll be like doing like a second thought thing. You'll be like, man, I could have been more,
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't ever want to second guess myself. If I tell you respectfully to get lost,
yeah,
I want to feel so secure in that in that space to be like, I did that well. Yeah, I did that well.
Yeah. Yes. You have to set boundaries for yourself. And the most important thing, you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, you won't be setting boundaries.
Yes.
If you do not love yourself, you won't be setting boundaries.
Yes.
You'll be just living your life boundary free.
Yes.
So
and even like for me, I think that was something major that I learned. So it wasn't that I wasn't loving myself. I don't think I was loving myself holistically.
Enough.
Yeah. And like I said earlier in the show, I got so much high levels of love from my parents and from my siblings.
Yeah.
that I didn't need to get it from other people, but I also didn't get it from myself.
Yeah.
Right. So then I lose that. And that's a whole chunk of love that I'm not getting anymore. And then I
Mm-hmm.
had to start finding it from within because, I'm not going to be going out there to try to find love in all these weird places.
Yeah.
But it's the loving yourself. Like, I think if there was anything that I could change in my life, it would be loving myself
Yeah.
holistically from a younger age.
Yes.
I would have saved myself a lot of mess.
Yes. It's and one of the reason too why I decided that loving yourself is very important, because when, like, in your childhood days, like, and you go through like so many trauma through your childhood days. For example, for me, I was bullied.
Mm.
I was bullied, and it's not stranger bullied me. I wasn't bullied by stranger.
Mm-hmm.
I was not bullied by stranger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the thing that I always look at myself and I said, you know what? I will not let these past trauma define the person that I am.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am bigger and better than what happened to me in the past.
Yeah.
So I learned to love on me every every day when I get up. The first thing, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm doing my makeup, and I said, "Hey, you big face girl, I love you so much. Like, me love you. Me love you yesterday. Me love you even more today."
So why you have to call yourself big face girl? I
Yeah.
mean, why
And
you
I
have to
just
do
look at
that?
myself and I say, "You see them too big, yeah, there. I love them. I love the big, yeah. Me
Well,
love
they're
your big."
very pretty.
Yeah, and I always say, "Me love your big nose. Make your nobody want to say you have big nose, funnel nose. Me love it. Yeah, me
Yo,
love your,
that feels like
yeah,
some type of toxic love. Not like we
yeah."
had to my girl.
You have to talk to yourself, and I
Yeah,
say,
you
yeah,
do.
yeah, because
100%.
people look at you and be like, "Oh, yeah, what you see is not what I see.
Yes.
What you see is not what I see. I
Yeah.
see a very beautiful person, and it's very, very important. Some people cannot look themselves in the mirror.
You
I
know,
tell you that right now. Some people cannot look themselves in the mirror.
yep. Very
They can
true.
look at them doing their makeup and stuff like that, but they cannot look themselves in their own eyes.
Yep. I remember I was at a very low point self-esteem wise, and I started like stripping myself naked and standing in the mirror and staring in the mirror
Mm-hmm.
and looking at all of my body, but not looking at it in a scrutinizing way. So I was looking at it like, all right, this is yours. This is your body. You need to love this body. You need to be
Yes.
happy in this body because you ain't got another one and we're not going under no knives. So you got to love this body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um and it was slowly, it was a very long process, and it's a continuous process, right?
Yeah.
But slowly,
Slowly.
you
Slowly.
know, loving on myself. Olga had said earlier, that is so true. You have to stand up for what is right.
Yep.
And June is back, so she left from YouTube and gone at Twitch. Hi, Wagwan. Um, oh hey, what's up, sir? Wagwan. Oh, I love that. She says, say to yourself, I'm beautiful, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Very,
yeah.
very important. Very important. Self-talk. Self-talk. Self-love.
Yes. Self-love is huge.
Yeah.
Maxim, big up yourself, big up your status. Self-love is huge. Like it's so, oh, I think that is the thread from which we should be sewing the clothing of life.
It
You know,
is. It starts from you.
yes. Like you need it. It
Yes.
helps you in so many areas of
So
life. Like
many
you would be
areas.
so surprised.
Yeah.
When I started saying to myself, like, look, this is what it is, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, and people can't change it.
Yeah.
But I will work on myself. Like if there are areas that I feel I need to work on, I will work on them. But at the end of the day, this is me. that changed a lot for me. Like that changed a lot in my
Mhm.
life, right? Um it's a huge thing. It's a gift because like you said, some people can't look at themselves in the mirror. And
They
I
can't.
would, you
They
know,
can't. They can't. Some people, they look at themselves in the mirror, they see something different.
mhm,
They see something different. They don't see themselves, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But when you look yourself in the eyes, and it's sometimes like, because when I started doing it, looking myself in the eyes, it was so weird and it felt different, you
yes,
know. But then I just had to take a deep breath and I had to say, "Hey, you, Annalise, I love you.
yes,
I love you. I
yes.
love you so much, girl. Look where your big eye
Mhm.
them. I love them. You know, I love them. Sometimes the way I compliment my nose, sometimes I feel like my nose is even getting straighter.
Uh, you know what? I really think that when you compliment and yes, Auntie June, we had this very same conversation in the car on the way to country. We had like a girls trip, weekend trip in the country, beautiful trip. Yes, we had the same conversation. But you know what? Going back to what I was going to say to you, Alvannal, um, I found that as I started complimenting myself on certain things, it's like it's more and more happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Now, I don't know if in complimenting myself, I'm subconsciously um, doing things differently where those areas are involved, but it's crazy how, yeah, I used to have like a bump on the sides of my nose, and I'd be like, you know what, I really love my nose, and now I've noticed those bumps are gone. I don't know if it's fat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's fat that's gone away, but like so many things. Um, I remember going to the dentist. The last time I went to the dentist, not decent. Actually, no, not this last appointment, but the appointment before. So in 2024, um, going to the dentist, and I remember saying to the dentist, like, I want to whiten my teeth.
Yeah.
I was like, I really want to whiten my teeth. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I love my dentist is a black woman with locks as well. So I'm just like, oh, life is lifing in a great way.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I said to her, I want to bleach my teeth. I want to whiten my teeth. And she was like, you don't need to. Like your teeth are on the upper spectrum of whiteness. And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, if I
Yeah.
whiten your teeth, you're gonna have porcelain white teeth, and it's gonna look very fake. So I'm like, all right, show me. So she puts a mirror up to me. She gives me a mirror and she puts the whitest tooth, natural looking tooth beside my teeth, and my teeth look
Yeah.
the same color. And she was like, you don't need to bleach your teeth. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Eh?
And and I think I needed that acknowledgement that they're white, your teeth are white, right?
Yeah.
But now I found that since then, the teeth are getting, to me, they're looking whiter. Like it's, I don't understand it. Like I can't explain it, but it's like when I look in the mirror now, I just see like this glow of white coming from my mouth, and I'm like, okay, okay, you
That,
know.
yeah. There's one thing that I can tell you, and I don't mean to go off, kind of off
Hmm.
topic. Well, it's not actually off topic. It's actually
Well, I
inside the.
think I was the one that was
Yeah.
going off topic,
No,
so
no,
you
no.
you taking us
Fine.
back.
um. So I think it's in Proverbs 18:21.
Hmm.
The power of the tongue
Hmm.
speaks life or death.
Yes.
So if you speak to yourself positively,
Yes.
then everything that you're speaking to yourself, it's gonna happen. So if you tell yourself that you're beautiful, you know,
You'll have more
all you're
beauty.
gonna see is a beautiful person, and even gonna start getting compliments out on the street. So, oh my God, you are so beautiful. Like, it's
Hmm.
people are gonna see it because you're actually talking to yourself. You're telling yourself that. So whatever you tell yourself is actually what's gonna happen.
Yes.
That's why they said that that Psalms, that Proverbs is very, very powerful, because it's the power is in your tongue. So if
Yes.
you speak life into yourself, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get
You're gonna
life.
get life.
If you
Yeah.
speak negativity, that's exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get negativity.
Hmm.
So that's why in life we all have to be careful what we say. We have to
Yes.
think about what we say before we actually say them.
Yes. It's
because
so funny
it
because
is
I'll
a
hear people saying negative things about themselves, and I'm like, I can't hear it. I can't talk to you. Like
yeah,
it's so gross to me. I'm like, ooh, what do you mean you're bro? I don't want to hear it. Like I don't even want to
yeah,
say it. I'm
yeah.
rich. I'm rich, rich.
Exactly.
You
Even if
know.
you don't see it physically that you are, you're telling yourself that you are.
Yep.
And whatever I'm telling myself, it's true.
Yep.
You
Yeah, because
know?
I ain't lying to myself.
Exactly.
Nope.
No.
It's not a thing.
So you have to speak to yourself, and that's how you set boundaries in life. You speak to yourself. You speak
Yes.
to yourself, and then when you learn to speak to yourself and speak to yourself properly, you set boundaries that when you set boundaries, it won't hurt anybody's feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because I'm like, because you're not going to accept talking to yourself certain ways, and how are you going to expect that, like, accept that from a person who's outside of your body? Like,
Exactly.
doesn't make it make sense. And
Yeah.
I guess that's why they say love yourself first.
Love yourself first.
Love yourself. I'm telling you, the minute I started really, really, really falling in love with myself, a person showed up
Mm-hmm.
and has like more qualities than I even asked for.
Yep.
Right. And I'm
Yep.
just like, all right, I deserve it. All right. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
You do, because
Um,
when you talk to yourself, doors open.
yes.
Doors open,
Yes.
because that's what you're doing. You're opening doors.
Yes. Yes.
So
Because we got to get on airplanes, Alvannal.
exactly, we have to.
We have to. I mean,
After.
we're off to. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you want to find Alvannal, you can find her on TikTok at Alvannal. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
very good page. And
Alvannal.
what?
Alvannal, yeah.
Alvannal, because I don't think you do the IG thing anymore. I was
Now
looking and I didn't
I
see it, and
do
I was like,
have, I have, but I have so many different names.
yeah,
But I
but yeah,
don't I don't have pictures. I don't have pictures or anything. So
yeah.
yeah.
TikTok's where it's at. You'll find her there.
Yeah, if I
And June says life.
what?
Yeah, life and death is all in the power of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I'm
Yeah.
so mindful of what I say in terms of my life.
You have to. You have to be
Oh,
careful. You have to
yeah.
be careful. And
I'm
when you
like,
do, if you do even make a mistake in saying something, you can go back and fix it.
yes, you have to fix it.
You have to fix it.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know.
I even find like now, like, thought control. So, um, and it's funny because even in relationships, I realized that I used to really self sabotage. You used to tell me this, but
Mm-hmm.
I actually started to see it, right?
Yeah.
And I used to sit there and you know how you would be daydreaming and reminiscing or whatever?
Yeah.
I would daydream rebuttals to arguments that just weren't even happening.
Yeah.
Right. So I just be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, if he comes and says this to me, this is what I'm gonna say, and this is how I'm gonna act, and this is what I'm gonna do. And like I would fully think out or daydream out these horrible
Yeah.
scenarios in my head when it comes to my person or my partner, and that's why they all fell apart. Like, let's be honest,
Uh,
but this time around I've been very, very mindful of the thoughts when it comes to that person, and that person has been like surprising me on levels that's insane, like I can't even imagine you
mm-hmm.
know
And that's the thing. You see, the thing with the mind is very powerful.
hmm
Very, very powerful. And this is something because sometimes you get some weird thoughts and you'd be like, oh my God, where are these thoughts coming from? So lately what I have been doing, I have
hmm
been like, if I started to, like, thinking about something that I'm not supposed to be like thinking about, I always say, Holy Spirit, breathe upon my thoughts.
hmm
I said, Holy Spirit, breathe upon my thoughts. Help me to
yeah,
monitor my thoughts.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
when you actually command the Holy Spirit to do that, then you won't be thinking like some negative crap and all of this, that, because you're actually asking the Holy Spirit to monitor your thoughts. So
yeah,
he'll bring, you know, positive stuff to you. Like,
yeah.
so that's how
Peace,
we have.
prosperity, and abundance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love that.
Because there's
Yeah,
so much negativity around there. So much.
yeah. And if you and it's almost like it, well, it is not almost like it is. You got to pick your poison.
Hmm. Yes.
you're gonna get high on positivity, or you're gonna get drunk
Yes.
on negativity. Like what
Yes.
are you doing? Which one are
Yeah.
you doing? I prefer to be high on positivity, not gonna lie. Right?
I have at work, I have a positivity board.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, I have a positivity board where I write my daily self, like, self-building thoughts on them. Like,
Oh, I
I
love
am
that.
blessed, I am prosperity, I am abundance. I'm like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in this season, who leaf shall not.
Mm.
My patient, they love it.
Mm.
They love it. So you know what my boss did?
Hmm.
Because look, it's not a lot of people like those things. Don't you better believe it. A lot of people don't like those things. But when my boss see that it brings a lot of people to smile and stuff like that, you know what my boss did? He she bought me one of those lighted board.
Oh wow. So
Yes,
that
one of
it's
those.
really prominent.
Yes, so it's really prominent. So when anybody look into my room, you actually can see my board of positivity.
I love
And
that.
one day I had a patient that's sitting in the waiting room, and I had my door open, and he called me and he's like, Anna, what's that board there? That's nice, colorful, lighted board right there. And I said, that's my daily affirmation boards, my board of positivity. And he
Hmm.
got up and he went in, and he read it, and he was like, oh my god, I love this.
That's amazing.
I love this.
That's
So
amazing.
every week I changed it around, and I just write different stuff on it, words of positivity.
Positivity
Yeah.
affirmations. I do that for my team. So I every day I drop today's affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I was actually searching for them, and then one of my staff members actually got me a deck of cards that actually has
Yeah.
different affirmations. So when I'm working from home, I will pull one and then I'll drop it in the chat. But you see, when I went on vacation
Yeah.
and I came back and I dropped that first affirmation in the chat, they went crazy. They were
Wow.
like, "Oh my gosh, I missed this. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. This is
Yeah.
great." And it's like, yeah, because we're gonna start our day on a good foot. Because
On a
if I
good.
set the tone for a good day, you're not
Mhm.
gonna come to me with any foolishness. We're having a good day,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. And it's very important to. It's something you do the first thing in the morning when you wake up. Is
Hmm.
like you just like you get up in the morning. For me, when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is acknowledge God.
Yep, I do that too. Gotta give
I
God,
acknowledge
gotta give
God,
God.
and then I say what I have to say to God, and then I move to my daily affirmation. The first thing I tell myself, today is a great day. I didn't say today is gonna be. I said today is a
It's a
great
great
day.
day. Yep.
Yeah. So you put that out there that it's a great day. You're gonna have a fantastic day.
Hmm.
You know.
And those days, every mickle make a muckle, right?
Yeah.
And the muckle after mick. So
Exactly.
you keep having those good days, and all of a sudden, you've got yourself a
Mhm.
good life.
Yeah.
I mean, also me, I have a good life.
My patients, they always say, oh my goodness, like you are always happy.
Yeah.
You are always happy. Like what, like how are you always happy? And I always say, I am above ground, I am not below, I am
Yes.
not 6 feet under, I have
Yes.
life, and that's all I need. I said, I'm
That's right.
breathing.
That's right.
Yeah, I said, I'm breathing, I'm standing right next to you, I'm breathing, I'm alive.
Hmm. And
So
that is more than half. That's 90% of the battle right
yeah,
there. The fact that
right
I
there.
woke up today
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
that is the that is the battle,
Hmm.
right? I know I would tell people, because you know me, I'm crazy, so I get up and I go to the gym at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And when I do, I'm like, that was the toughest part of my day.
Yeah.
Then the rest of my day is going to be very easy. The rest of my day is easy because I've done the toughest thing
Yeah.
already,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And June says, so true. Yeah.
Hmm.
Any parting thoughts that you want to tell the audience?
So my parting thoughts
Thoughts. What
is,
is your thought
you
process?
know, is my thoughts, my thought for the day is, put God first,
Mm-hmm.
as he said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things shall be added unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Put him first, let him be the head of your life, and
Mm-hmm.
everything will fall into place, you know, because when you put God first, what do you need? You need nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you have um bills upon bills that due, you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress yourself about it, because you already have God as the head of you,
Yeah.
and he's already in control of everything. You
Yeah.
know, and always set boundaries for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and also for the people around you.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Make sure you love yourself first, because
Yeah.
you come first. Well, God come first, then you.
Yeah.
you know, but always love yourself, and
Yeah.
do this one task. Try to look yourself in the mirror first thing you get up in the morning. Try to look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Look,
With
I wouldn't say
love, not with
look
scrutiny.
yourself in the eyes and see.
Yes. Yeah. And look yourself in the eyes with love. Like,
Look
you're
yourself in
not
the
looking in the
eyes with
mirror to
love.
criticize anything. You're looking in the
Yeah.
mirror to love
Sometimes
on
I look
yourself.
I look myself in the eyes, and I'm like, why the side of my face look so lean?
You probably sleep on that side, just crush your top of nickel.
But
You're a
yeah,
joker.
look yourself in the eye, look yourself in the eye right now, and say, hey, you right there. I love you
Hmm.
so much. I love you. Do that
Hmm.
every single day and watch your life change.
Oh, trust me, it will. And if you
Watch.
need help with it, get the magic. Although I haven't. Were we supposed to start that book? Did you start it?
No, I haven't. I
Because we
haven't.
we were
I haven't
supposed to
started
start
yet.
for February 1st.
Yeah, I haven't started yet. I need to. I need to get back on that.
uh, I think the day
Yeah.
after Valentine's Day. Let's make a pact. The day after Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
we will get back into the art of the magic by Rhonda Byrne.
Mm-hmm. Born, something like that.
Born, yeah, the
Yeah.
magic. Um, yeah, because even as a person that lives their life predominantly positively, you still need to ensure that you are doing those things to keep your fire burning, right? Um,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because um it's when I got that book, and I think you were the one who bought me that
I
book.
gave it to you because I'm
Yeah.
a good cousin.
When I got that book, and I started to read that book, and I started to do all the activities in that book, and I look at myself and I said, "Oh my God. Like, I cannot believe that every day I'm on this earth, and I'm like never being like, telling you how grateful I am for these things that I have."
Hmm.
And just to say, and as I say that,
Hmm.
there's a part in the Bible, I forgot what scripture it is in. I don't remember
Hmm.
what scripture it is in. He said, when you're faithful for the little, for the
Hmm.
least, when you get more, you'll be faithful. When you're ungrateful for less, when you get more, you'll still be
You'll still
ungrateful.
love it. Yes. Yeah. You
So
have
that
you have
book
to
took
appreciate the
me
little things.
it took me that book took me to, like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I wasn't even being grateful for the things that I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that definitely put me in a place where I know that every day, even if I don't write it down, I have to say it out loud. I'm grateful for the roof
Hmm.
over my head, and grateful for my family. And it matters because if you don't say it, you're not grateful.
You're not grateful. And what we started doing, I don't even remember how long ago we started doing it. I know it was after after my dad left us. Me, my mom, my daughter, we started to say thank you to each other for everything.
Yes.
So like, somebody brings you a cup of water, thank you.
Yes.
Somebody gives you a kiss, thank you.
Thank you.
You get a hug, thank you.
Thank you. Hmm.
And it has made the surroundings such a beautiful place to be in,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
And it's not a fake thank you. It's a genuine,
No,
heartfelt
it
thank you.
is. Yeah.
Cuz you don't have to do the nice things that you do for me,
No.
right?
But you did
Or
it anyway.
even the correcting me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a mom, I get corrected, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
it's thank you for taking the time to correct me, because you know what? You could have just chosen not to talk to me at all anymore,
exactly.
right? So yeah, it's that gratitude. That
Gratitude is
gratitude is
important.
so important and huge that you just don't
Yeah,
take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. You got to give thanks. You
you
have to
have
give
to.
thanks.
You have to.
I found I found that my upper lip was starting to look like, old lady lip, and it was starting to like kind of, and I'm not gonna lie, I for a minute there debated getting a little shot of a little something something to plump
Hmm.
it up again. And then I said, you know what, lip, thank you for being full and being nice and round, and for working, not
Yes.
being lean, like you're actually working. And me notice that my lip a plump up. Hey,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know so you gotta give thanks for everything
Everything.
you know
Everything. Even if you have 1 penny in your bank account, be thankful for it.
Listen, some people not even have a bank account.
Exactly. Some people don't.
Yeah,
Some people don't.
yeah.
So
So you
it's
gotta give
important.
thanks. You have to.
Yeah.
And even grateful for the little computer where the screen is going on the most ways. I think I'll take a video of it.
Mm-hmm.
My screen I go on the most ways, but the baby I work for me same way. I still can't come on my podcast and do what I have to do. Me monitor there and I go on good, and I have to big up my computer because babes, me love you real bad. Like I'm gonna videotape this. Yeah, mama, I love you real bad because you're still at work for me. You know,
Exactly.
you're
And,
still at
and
work.
and you telling that computer that you're grateful for it, watch it will not go bad on you. It will keep working,
It'll
keep
keep
working,
working till I can
working.
fix the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Or until you actually buy yourself a new one.
Yeah, and my chest is high as a creative. My chest is high. That's all I'm gonna say. Olga says, "Amen." When you acknowledge who woke you up, it's a huge thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. It is. Yeah.
Alvannal, I feel like this chat. I know it's not the last one. I know you're gonna come haunt me on
Oh yeah,
the
man.
biggest serious part.
Yeah.
Angie, what are we doing today?
Uh-huh.
I'll be
Uh-huh.
like,
Are
why, big
you
idea
Alvannal?
forward?
Alvannal, what you said about next week?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
I'm
it
now. So we had the next week, yeah, forward. Yes, cuz I'm down.
Alvannal?
Um, I'm gonna take a moment to publicly thank you for um always being there for me and always encouraging me and seeing greatness in me when I really didn't see it. Um, you know, I love you.
I love you too, cuz I
Yeah,
love
good somebody still. I'm gonna have to beat you up or kick you down and thing. Yeah, good somebody. I'm gonna have to tell you two bad word and thing. Yeah, man, yeah, good people.
I always say there's one thing I always say. I always say if I have no one in my corner, I know there's one person always in my corner.
That's
That's
me.
she
Yeah,
never leave me. Never leave me. Never ever leave me.
yeah,
She's the
yeah.
one person I can call and tell anything.
I'm a parry.
Anything.
And more times we forget after you tell me so, me's the best somebody. By the time we hang up, me don't remember nothing. Poor me.
Sometimes if I haven't heard from her in like a couple of days, I'll be like, I just want you to say I love you, cuz.
I know. And it's so needed. Cause you know me, head down working. And like
Yeah.
weeks will go by and I'm just like doing the thing, doing the thing. And then I'll be like, wait, when last me from Alvin? Meanwhile, it's been like 2 months, and she's just like,
Yeah.
I love you, cuz. Thank you. But I think people in my circle are learning that's just how I operate. It's just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the only person who consistently gets conversation is my mom, and even then, she's got to be like, "My mama, you forget
What's
about
going on?
me." I'll be like, "No, I love you." So now I've actually taken a point to when I drive to work, I give her my commute home.
Yeah.
So my commute home is dedicated to mom. She gets the phone call. She gets to vibe with me.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
otherwise, life just be lifing, man.
Yeah, that's true. True. It's true.
Life just be life.
Sometimes you say you're gonna do something, and then by the time you end up doing something else, and you forget about what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like big up my friend Tracy. I've been saying in my head, I've been saying for the past 6 months, we need to go for lunch, but I have not verbalized it to this girl yet.
oh my god.
We got to go for lunch. I'm saying it publicly. We got to go for lunch, Tracy. I'm going to come check you. I'm
Mhm.
driving. Yeah, because if I don't put it out there, it's not going to happen. And I'll
Yeah.
come check you in the winter. I don't go outside in the winter, but I will come check you in the winter.
In the winter or in the summer? Which one?
No, I'll go check her in the winter because
Oh, okay.
it's so overdue that it's necessary.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be like, and even Mary, big up Mary. Mary lives down the street from me,
Oh my
and
lord.
I'll know. So I'm gonna make a point of, yeah, I'm gonna come outside. Come
Mm-hmm.
outside. Because it's those connections are very important, right? So you gotta
Yeah,
make
it is. It is,
yeah.
and you have to check in now and then.
Yes, 100%. But Mama, I'm gonna let you go. Wow, we actually went to 9:05, and I
Yes.
was like, oh, I don't know if I can fill it to a whole 2 hours. It feels like I could go for 3 hours, but I got to get up early and work out. Big up General on the outside. He's my unofficial trainer. The man is crazy. As he says, I'm a monster. I'm a monster. And I'm like, yeah, you really are. So tomorrow is chest day. And I have to get enough rest that I'm not crying in the gym because I was almost on the verge of tears yesterday in the gym. So we're not crying in the gym. So we're gonna go get enough sleep so that we can do all the things that we need to do. But people, I love you. Thank you for tuning into the Big and Serious podcast. Before we go, I promised someone that I would run their advertisement. Maybe eventually at some point I'll start charging people for that. But this one's a freebie. So wait, hold on. Oh no, where did it go? Is it a window? Wait, hold on. I gotta find it. Give me a second. I don't know if it's because it's okay. I'm just having an old woman moment. Just don't mind me. As I try to figure out my life here. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm gonna share this. And I'm gonna play this for her because like I said, I promised her, and I like to keep my word. So here we go. So let's stop. Okay, there we go. I will be outside. I will be outside. In the winter too, man. My girl, you know, say that is a very special thing. I hope you know that. It's a very special thing. So how do I stop sharing that? Do I just close it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that event is going on, so you can catch it. I don't know what just happened to my mouse now. It's okay. I love you, mouse, because you know what? You're a good mouse. But yeah, we'll do it that way. Alvannal, as always, you know, you are welcome to come on the show whenever you want to. I want to take a moment to pick up TikTok. Let me go check and see what y'all are doing and saying. Thank you for all the likes. I'm blown away by all the likes and the shares. I really appreciate it. The gifts that I've received. I really appreciate love you. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Big up to
Thanks for having
YouTube.
me.
Yes, YouTube, you done know. Twitch, you're like home to me. So thank you to all the Twitch viewers there and all the YouTube viewers and all the future viewers. My name is Angie Goodes, and you've just watched the Big and Serious podcast, which airs on Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Alvannal, have a beautiful evening.
You too. Have a blessed night.
Yes, bless up yourself, Yazid. Little more.
Why?
No, but I drop.
Oh my God. All right. Later.
All right, little more.